Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I am back with another lecture in the SQL series. So in the last lecture we got to know more about the alter command. In this particular video we would be learning about the rename command. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what is this rename command? Rename command is used to change the name of an existing database object such as a table, column, index or constraint. So whenever we want to do any kind of changes in any of the database object like table, column, index or constraint, we use this rename command. So as the name suggests, rename. So whenever we want to rename or whenever we want to give a new name to a table, a column or a constraint in SQL, we use this rename command. Rename command comes under the DDL command, that is data definition language command. So the data definition language command basically deals with the data definition, the data properties, or we can say the database schema. So whenever we are doing any changes in the database schema, database definition or database properties, so there are many use cases of the rename command like renaming a table, renaming a column or renaming a database. So let's see about all these one by one. So the very first query is table renaming. So whenever we want to rename a table, what is the query to do so? So first we will give this rename command and then we will provide what we want to rename. Basically we want to rename the table, so we will give table and then we will provide the old table name and then we will provide this to and then we will provide the new table name. Basically this query means ki rename the table from the old table name to the new table name. So the above command renames the old table name to the new table name. So let's see from the MySQL workbench that how it is happening. So let's rename this employee table to the employees table. So what we will do is we will give this rename and then we will provide what we want to rename. So we will provide this table and then we will provide the old table name, that is employee, and then we will provide this to and then we will provide the new table name, that is employees, and we will just execute this query. So you can see that we are getting a success, but here we are still seeing this employee. So we just need to do a refresh all in the schema tab. So once you do a refresh all, you can see that in this particular XYZ database, we have a table with the name employees. So if you try to see all the details of the employee table, you won't be able to see because right now we have renamed the employee table to the employees table. So whenever we want to see the detail of employee table, if you run this particular query, that is select star from employee, you will see a error because right now the employee table is not existing in this XYZ database because we have renamed the employee table to employees. And whenever you give the new name, that is employees, and if you run this query, here you can see that you can find all the details. So in this way we can rename any of the table. Now the second use case is when we want to rename a column. So to rename a column, since it comes under the schema, so what is schema? Schema is basically all the properties or the attributes or the characteristics of table which is displayed by the column. So whenever you want to do any kind of changes in the schema, we use this alter command. So we give this alter and then we provide the table and then we provide the table name in which we want to alter the data, and then we provide this rename command, then we provide what we want to rename, that is column, and then we provide this old column name and then we provide this to and then we provide this new column name. Like we want to go ahead, we want to alter some data in that particular employee table and we want to rename a particular column to a new column name. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So let's just rename this name column to employee name, that is EMP name. So we will give alter and then we will provide table and then we will provide the table name. So for now we have modified the table from employee to employees, so we will give employees and then we will provide rename and then we will provide what we are renaming, that is column, and then we will provide the old name, that is name, and then we will provide to and then we will provide the new name of the column, that is EMP name. Just execute this query. And here you can see that now the name has been modified to EMP name and here we are getting a success. So whenever you will try to fetch all the details or see all the details of the table, so here you can see now the name has been renamed to EMP name. So in this way we can rename any of the column in our particular table. Now the third use case is whenever we want to rename our database. So we give this rename, then we give database, and then we provide the old database name, then we provide this too, and then we provide this new database name. Now in this particular renaming of database, there are many security risks involved because we can't go ahead and rename any of the database. So there are some security requests and protocols which needs to be accepted before renaming any of the database from the old database to the new database. So it mostly depends on the server to server that if the server allows renaming of database or not. So this was all about the rename command in this particular video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you are not following me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow me. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.